right? When you're talking about movie streaming, right? That's a large sequential read-write or access. Whereas on the OLTP side, you actually need very small and random access. So what the object storage are good is, for sequential read-writes.
But for a post-production house, they're not going to be satisfied with the performance and the frame health off of the object storage. They're going to want off the primary storage. Because when they're going through their processing, they need to make sure that not one frame is going to be dropped. When you're talking about on-demand soccer, I'm at home and he said, I'll bet you $10 that this is what happened in this game, and we're looking at it online, we're not going to be too worried about a frame drop here or there. So it's the quality of service that is got to be balanced as well. Does that make sense?
Well, it kind of. I mean, it's somewhere there is a connection between the primary storage and the object storage. It is not clear in the conversation because he's saying that he's providing object storage services, right? So that presumes that there is large capacity. Right now, that would be primary storage then, right?
So it's important to understand, and maybe you have to go back a little bit, performance can be several things in storage. So you have your latency, you have your IOPS, and you've got your throughput. That is how we put it. IOPS, that is all about SSD, that is for your database, for your email, etc. So that is also what your primary storage is going to be good at. Right? Object storage, maybe other object storage platforms claim to be good at IOPS, right? We don't. We are low latency and high throughput. Okay? So we can stream your movie. We can stream a bunch of movies to this was empty, right? We can stream a bunch of movies to several users. It depends on the architecture that the customer wishes and the needs he has. But it's all about throughput, not IOPS. We are not having studios do post-production of their movies on the object storage platform. That is not at least what our platform is created for. We can have UEFA or NFL or whoever stream various, or the movie houses stream various movies to several users over the internet using technologies like Aspera, and I think they have. You should have a chat with Mike later on. They have a lot of interesting use cases here. So it's all about throughput, read-write. And just to finish this, the nice thing is that we are able to scale capacity and throughput separately. So with an Amplidata object storage platform, if you decide that you need more than your 3 GB per second throughput, you just add more controller nodes and you're going to up that, it's going to scale linearly. If you need more capacity, if you need more terabytes, petabytes, you add more pizza boxes and your capacity grows.
So StoreNext is going to be the solution. That's comes from Quantum. That the big production houses, movie studios, they're going to be using to ingest all of the data they've been capturing on cameras, the 4K, 5K, 8K cameras, ingesting that into StoreNext. And the StoreNext is going to be comprised of many tiers of storage that we'll be managing. That data comes in, it's going to come into the highest performing disk because director wants to do a viewing, or post-production's got to do some work. Or it's going to come into the fastest disk so we can offload that expensive flash that can go back and put that camera up and start filming again. And then it's going to move it off to object storage so that it can sit there on an archive disk that's lower latency than tape, and when post-production needs it, they can get it more quickly than from tape. But StoreNext manages that movement of that data between these tiers of storage.
Okay, so there are several tiers which
yes.
do.
Yes, it's just one of them.
Right, exactly.
I think
it's all
of
about
it
the
as
workflow. Sorry, it's all about the workflow for your company, your customers, or the industry you're in.
I think of it as your NVM tier, followed by your enterprise class SaaS, followed by your cheaper SATA based large object storage or so.
Okay. Well, hey, I think I'm going to call this. This has been a great discussion. These people are going to be here for a few minutes if you want to come up one-on-one. And thank you very much for your time, the extra time and attention. Thank you.